I'm back to finish the last video that I made. So this will be a part 2 because I wasn't finished with that video. Um, I wanted to talk about police harassment. I want to talk more about that and what you can do. Because I already said about filing a complaint on whichever officer that, harasses you. File a complaint on that officer. Go to the police department and get the complaint form and make sure you have his name and badge number if you can, and file a complaint on him, and make sure you make a copy or have them to make a copy for you, and also have them to stamp it before they make the copy. So when you hand it to them, have a lady to stamp it, make the copy, and then give you yours. And so what you want to do is you want to keep copies of all the complaints that you fill out. Don't be lazy. Do it. So each officer that come and that's rude and disrespectful to you, stop taking this stuff. Don't take this disrespect. Nobody deserves to be treated bad just because they don't have money, just because they don't have a job, just because they don't have a home. No, that's not. Nobody deserves to be treated like that because of money. You treat money better than a living soul. It's crazy. So, um, so do that, and but when you start filing police report on officers, um, you want to make sure that you are sleeping in a safe place. Um, don't be off in the dark. Stay near a 24-hour business and stay near a light, um, because they will probably try to retaliate. So you don't want them to make it easy. You don't want to make it easy for them to revenge on you. So um, just recently I filed a complaint on a sergeant, and I also emailed the mayor. I emailed the chief of police, and I emailed the city council member. I also went to a city council meeting, um, that the city that I'm living in. I went to a council meeting. Now, every city should have a city council meeting, and you just find out when it is, and you go to it. Um, the one I went to in this city, when I went in, they had a form for me to fill out. So I filled it out, put my name, the topic that I wanted to talk about, which was police harassment, and I give it to the person. So when they're having their meeting, they there came a point in time where anybody can get up and talk. So when they got to me, they called my name. I was given 3 minutes to talk. I recorded the whole thing. You didn't see my face, but you saw me. I had it kind of pointing the phone. I had it down, and when I got up to, because you can see my feet walking to the front, and so I put it face up so you could see the roof of the building. But you heard everything I said, and I talked to was a room full of people, and I was nervous. I was really nervous, but it had to be done, and I did it. I talked the whole 3 minutes. Somebody's cell phone came on. I really think they did that on purpose to drown me out, but they put all the city council meetings goes on a website. So I went and looked at it and saw myself complaining. But anyway, the chief of police, the mayor, which I didn't see, I looked at the video, their video, and after I finished talking, I saw the mayor point at the chief. So the chief, because when I finished talking, I grabbed my purse and I left. It wasn't no need for me to stay at that meeting. I did what I had to do. And so when I was walking out the door, here come the chief behind me and wanted to talk to me, which he said, "I know you don't want to hear this, but we're not watching you." Anyway, they've been having me under surveillance for 7 years. Um, I didn't want to talk about this on this particular video, but I'll talk about that on another video because that's not what I wanted to do on this video. But they that's one of the forms of harassment that they did to me, is had me under surveillance for 7 years. So invading my privacy, is everywhere I am, everywhere I was, they know it. And even taking my trash, um, all kinds of things these guys did. And so that's another thing that you can do with the complaints. And I told you to turn it in, make sure they stamp it, make sure they give you a copy. Always get the officer's name and stuff, and always video record. Um, they talk about putting it up in the clouds. I don't even know. I don't trust a lot of this stuff, putting it in the clouds. But I put mine on YouTube, and I made it private. So when I decide I want to make it public, I'm going to do that. But because I need the space on my phone. So going to a city council meeting, that's one, and speaking like I did. Emailing the chief and the mayor and city council members, that's another thing that you can do. Also going to social media, letting them know what's going on. Also let if you're still talking to friends and family, but let social media know what's going on. If you want to make it public, if you are like in fear for your life or your safety, then that's something that you might want to put on social media. Also, another complaint you can do is internal affairs. File a complaint with internal affairs. I don't know the process to that. I haven't got to that step yet. That was my next step, because I think I have took every step I could take. So if I felt like they were, and they probably is still watching me a little bit, but if I feel any more harassment from them, my next step is internal affairs. I told them, though, I was going to go to social media if they didn't stop. So I probably do that too. Go put the stuff, make it public on social media, and then go to internal affairs. So, but make sure you keep all your paperwork and everything, because that's a lawsuit. So just think, you have all these complaints, you have video to back up you being harassed, you have proof that you have been emailing the chief, the mayor, city council. You have proof that you went to a city council meeting and you spoke at the city council meeting. Record that too, and put that on YouTube or wherever you want to put it. You went to internal affairs, you went to social media, you have all that proof. And over, I don't know how long a time that they've probably been doing that to you. Look, if you let police officers run you out of one place, you're going to be letting police officers and anybody else probably run you out of everywhere you go. That is no way to live in a country that you have been born in, to be treated in such a way. You got to get out of here. You can't be here. You leave here, you go somewhere else, they telling you to leave there. You go somewhere else, they telling you to leave there. That's crazy. I've been in one place in May, it will be 12 years. So I got, let me see, March, April, May, 3 more months. In 3 more months, I would have been homeless in one city for 12 years. Because I had made a decision. I had decided if I let them run me away from here, I'm gonna be letting them run me away from every place I go. And I'm not doing that. I'm not finna. I was born in this country. I will be where I want to be in this country. I have my storage unit here. I have my P.O. box here. They still don't want me here to this day. And they know I don't even litter. I don't hold a sign up asking for money like I see some people doing here. Holding signs up, asking for money. I have one baby. Oh, I have 2 kids. Sometimes they had a whole family right there. The husband, the wife, and the kids sitting there with a sign. I'm like, can't one of y'all go to work? I have never held a sign up. But they don't want me here. Even though I have never done those things, never panhandled, I never stole, I never went inside a store stealing. I never did anything illegal like selling dope, using dope. I never prostituted myself. But I'm telling you, I was public enemy number 1. I know I was on you know what list. And I'm like, wow. I crochet. I crochet. I have an Etsy shop. I do Uber. I do DoorDash, Instacart. And before I was doing Uber and the gig work, I was working at a gas station. I started working in 2019, but from 2011 to 2019, I wasn't working, but I was crocheting. I was sitting in Starbucks crocheting, making all kinds of things. At one time, it got so hard, I had to go around getting cans and bottles out of the trash. I had to go to different gas stations, getting cans and bottles, turning me in every day. I spent like 4 hours doing that every day with sorting them out, separating cans, bottles, glass, and then taking it the next day, standing in line, all of it took 4 hours. After a while, I said, wait a minute. I could go get a little part-time job and make way more than this in 4 hours. So that's why I started working at the gas station. And things got better for me when I started working financially, food-wise too. I gained some weight after I started working. I put on some weight. But that's what I want. I know all this did not happen to me for no reason. Me becoming homeless. What I want to accomplish in my life is a law for homeless people, a law that protects homeless people, like there's a law that protects disabled people, because disabled people were treated bad at one time. Now they have I think it's called AD, AD, America with Disabilities Act, ADA, whatever you call it. Anyway, they have these people fighting for them. So what I want to accomplish is a law that protects homeless people, because homeless people are treated bad, you know. Um, Also, I just want to change the way um, the police treats homeless people too, because I feel like the police need to be trained on how to treat homeless people. I also believe they need to be trained on how to treat people with mental problems too, because some people, you have m- m- kids with mental problems grow up and become adults with mental problems, and the police, they just see an adult, and they take their life, um, beat them up, rough them up, and they have no clue that this person is, may have the mind of a child in a grown-up body. So I'm like, these police officers need to be trained on how to deal with certain people, you know? So I turned on the heat, it got hot up in here. So that's what I want to accomplish with my life. I want to help homeless people. I believe I went through all this for a reason. And I know that one day I will be able to help homeless people. Probably when you think of, when my name is said, you'll think of homeless people. But it doesn't bother me none. It really don't bother me, because homeless people are people. So that does not bother me. I want people to be treated with, homeless people to be treated with respect. Because we got some bad people that live in houses. Yeah. But I think that's all I had to say for now. Because I want to talk about so many things, but I have to do it in different, sections. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. Oh, all this cold weather, I wouldn't be surprised. So, I think I'm gonna end this video. I think I said all I had to say about police harassment and the steps that you can do, to protect yourself. Once you start complaining, don't stay somewhere where you feel safe, and have your phone ready just in case you need to start recording, or um, and also when you're living in your car, you need to have something ready to protect yourself just in case, maybe a taser or pepper spray, or something ready and handy that you can get to real quick. So I think I'm gonna end this video right now, and I like doing these videos. I really do. I have so much wisdom and knowledge that I can share with people that's been bottled up inside, because, like I say, nobody listens to homeless people. We don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? We dumb. We ignorant. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good morning.